Hello and welcome back once again to another RuneScape 3 weekly update day video. For this week's update, we have the Horrors, Shadow Sale, and Game Blast highlights. Can you defeat the Horrors, or are you one with the Shadows? Oh, the Horrors! A darkness is creeping into mostly harmless. Ill omens, they say, changes in the air. Some call it a harbinger of greater troubles to come, and what spells foreboding more plainly than the creatures they so aptly call horrors? Long have they dwelt in the jungles and caves of mostly harmless, yet now their appearance is changing, as though the promise of greater evil reveals their true features. You can almost hear it whispered on the wind. If only it were that simple. In the words of the prophecy, when the skin of a horror is changed, its drop tables too are exchanged, and when fell things stir in the deep, unspeakable horrors start to creep. Could this be the hour of which it speaks? Slayable off-task, the red-eyed unspeakable horrors share the Slayer level and chance to drop a black mask of their fellow cave-dwelling counterparts. Only they're tougher. You'll need a more formidable combat level of around 80 to best one. And if you do, woe to all who oppose you, for in the carcass of an unspeakable horror you may find an ancient tome, Scare Tactics, containing 4 new basic and threshold abilities, which you can put to use immediately or trade with a lower leveled or free player. Perhaps with these you might prevail. Shock, level 3 magic. Horror, level 15 magic. Demoralize, level 3 range. And Rout, level 15 range. Who knows what other portents he may still find. Blend with the shadows. But perhaps the omens don't frighten you. Those who consider themselves one with the shadows take heed. For this week, we are holding a time-limited flash sale for all shadow items at Solomon's General Store. Both the Shadow Drake and Shadow Gorilla pets are included, plus all the shadow outfits. Game Blast highlights. With a blast. What a blast. In case you haven't heard, impossible, we've been going mental on Twitter. You managed to raise over £100,000 for special effect. A whopping 340,000 of you tuned in to our 24-hour stream of silliness, complete with everything from the gross to the downright ridiculous. New RS links. Following your feedback, we're changing the way we use links on our social media accounts to increase security and minimize phishing attempts. From today on, we'll be moving away from using bit.ly links, instead implementing a new system of personalized branded short links, which will indicate that a link is coming from an official RuneScape, OldSchool RuneScape, or Jagex channel. These links will be prefixed with either the following domains: rs.game/link, osrs.game/link, or jgx.game/link. And finally, it's time to move on to the patch notes. Starting off the patch notes this week, we have graphical. Virago's shadows during phase transition once again appear as expected. The automatic spot animations no longer play while fishing for sailfish. This makes the swift sailfish spot more distinguishable, and the Fury Shark outfit animations no longer play when fishing for jellyfish or sailfish. Next up we have skills, D&Ds, and minigames. The whirlpool at the Deep Sea Fishing Hub now tracks tidal progress correctly. Bang option has been added to the ladders near the NPC Groggy Herring in the Deep Sea Fishing Hub so that players can interact with him in Java. The fishing icon has been added to the mouse over on all the fishing spots in the deep sea fishing hub. And the anti-griefing area has been mapped down at the deep sea fishing hub, so cannons and similar items can no longer be placed. Up next, for quests, challenges, and achievements, the following quality of life changes have been made to Rumdeal. The skybox has been added to Braindeath Island. A bit of fence has been removed from the side of the factory so that players don't need to run around the whole building. The hopper and stagnant water pools are now left-click friendly. The op has been removed from damaged farming patches. The NPCs and zombies outside the factory now appear when you're on the first floor. The quest conclusion now provides reward lamps instead of flat XP. The following quest quality of life changes have been made to Cabin Fever. Both cutscenes are now updated and skippable. Rogue wooden floor textures were removed from the map edges during the ship battle scene. There is now also a skybox and an extended sea map. Pirate NPCs are now aggressive on the enemy ship. The custom interfaces within the repair and weapon boxes have been updated and now give players the exact items needed when clicked. Planks from the repair box are now stackable. The quest conclusion now provides reward lamps instead of flat XP. A new left-click flow has been added to the gunpowder explosion when operating/repairing the cannon. The plunder mechanic has changed as such. The barrel and box have been removed. Players are now given a single lot of 5 plunder from the chest. Players no longer need to wait for the chest to respawn. The chat and quest logs have been updated accordingly. The When This Cavern's Rockin' achievement no longer completes when fishing rocktails during deep sea fishing. The Globetrotter achievement now correctly unlocks after purchasing the full Globetrotter outfit. Next up we have Other. Filters now sort correctly within the World Select menu, and the Orlando Smith's hat broadcast is now global. And lastly, for NXT, animations were optimized for multi-core processors. Players should no longer hear audio dropouts/crackling when playing on a single core machine, or when the GPU is under high load from another machine. An issue was fixed with flickering/disappearing particles on old/low-end AMD graphics cards, and an issue was fixed with a bug with the avatar viewer. Well, that will conclude this week's Update Day video. I do hope you all enjoyed, as per usual. I started working on a new series for my channel, which I should be able to upload more frequently than my Road to Max OldSchool series, so be on the lookout for that very soon. Anyway, again, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next one. Have a good one, guys.